Gathered together from the cosmic reaches of the universe, here in this great hall of justice, are the most powerful forces of good ever assembled.
I'm Batman.
Easy, miss. I've got you.
You've got me! Who's got you?
Dooby-dooby-doo, where are you? We got some work to do now. Wonder Woman! Wonder Woman!
Mr. McGee, don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me you built a time machine? Out of a DeLorean?
I'm Conor MacLeod of the Clan MacLeod. I was born in 1518 in the village of Glenfinnan on the shores of Loch Shiel. I am immortal.
I'm Captain Kirk.
I'm a doctor, but probably not the one you expect.
Welcome everyone to the Geek This Week. This is my Doctor Who Season 10, Episode 1 review, The Pilot. I know I said it would be this Sunday before I would be able to do it, but time freed up where I could do it. I apologize for not having it last Sunday, but due to Easter and other obligations, I was unable to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and do this before the second episode in Season 10, Smile, airs. So, just be forewarned, there are spoilers, so if you've not seen this episode, please stop watching the video because there will be spoilers. So, I'm going to count to 5 and we're going to get going. Spoilers, you've been warned. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I have to say this was a very interesting episode. To me, it seems like it was, it was a little jobbly in some places, but overall a good episode. We got introduced to the Doctor's new companion, Bill Potts, played by Perky Mackey, and I thought Bill Potts is a good character. I think it's going to take a little more time to kind of get a feel for her and find out how, what is she all about, really. But I think it was a good start with her. It was kind of fun watching the Doctor and Nardo's banter back and forth. It's like watching a kooky rich man and his manservant going back and forth. So that was pretty interesting to see. But the interaction between the Doctor and Bill was really well done. In this episode, we find out the Doctor has been teaching at this college, and he's been teaching for 50 years at this college. So 50 years, we assume 50 years has gone by since the return of Dr. Mysterio and the pilot. So tacking on 50 years to the Doctor's life in his current incarnation. Excuse me. So that was kind of weird to hear, and it seems like to me like that the course of the episode went over not just weeks, or it went over like a year, because we at one point we see Bill and the Doctor celebrate Christmas, or that's what it appears to be. But nevertheless, I guess the villain, or what the big baddie, was kind of a little letdown to me. A puddle of water that basically kills and takes over a girl that Bill is interested in. I thought that was a little weak, but it was nice that we got to go back to the and I'm not even going to try to pronounce the racist names because I'm bad at pronouncing names. So, but if you've ever seen the episode, I believe it is Destiny of the Daleks, and I'm going to verify that real quick just to make sure that what I'm telling you is accurate, because sometimes I get things jumbled in my head, and I try not to, but, gosh, it's 50 years of Doctor Who. How could anyone just keep that all straight in their head without having to look something up every now and then? That's just the way Doctor Who is. It's 50 years of history, 50 plus years of history if you really think about it, because Doctor Who first debuted in 1963, so it's like 24 years of 54 years of Doctor Who. Wow! And next year will be the 55th anniversary of Doctor Who. Unbelievable! Hard to believe that Doctor Who has been around that long. Wow, and that's just amazing. I was wrong about that. It was not Destiny of the Daleks. It is. Oh, wait a minute. I'm looking at the wrong Doctor. Because the episode they went back to, yes, I am correct. It is Destiny of the Daleks. That was during season 17. That would have been Tom Baker's reign as the fourth Doctor. So that was his. The Molevians. That's it. I pronounced them. They were a race of androids taking on the Daleks on Skaro. So it was very interesting to see that see them make an appearance, and it was in a battle with the Daleks because the Doctor was trying to find something that could destroy this puddle that's now in the vestige of the woman that Bill was interested in, and so that basically was the census of it, and it was nice to see just little tidbits and back and forth. The girl's name that Bill was interested in, her name was Heather, but basically the episode ended with Bill asking the possessed Heather to let her go, and the creature does and disappears. So the episode ends with the Doctor returning Bill back to the university and planning on wiping Bill's memories of the events, but she stops him and says, stops him, but he says he has promises to keep, so he's in disguise and nobody should know who he is. However, he changes his mind and tells Bill to leave, and then he decides later to let her travel with him in the TARDIS. So, overall, good episode. It was a good way to start off season 10, but I think the Easter eggs to me was just so nice, and it was so many Easter eggs rich in the Doctor's history. In his office in the university, he on his desk, he had two framed pictures, one of River's Song, his wife in his 11th, as the 11th Doctor, which would have been his 13th incarnation, and he still considers his wife in his current incarnation. Susan Foreman, his granddaughter, in his very first incarnation. So he had a picture of those two women on his desk. He also had a cup that was filled with all of his sonic screwdrivers throughout the classic and revival series. He even, during one point in the episode, I believe he even throws Nardo, the third Doctor's sonic screwdriver. Also, there's a desk model of a raven, which appears to be a reference to the death of Clara Oswald from the episode Face the Raven. Also, a bust of Beethoven that the Doctor had in the TARDIS. We saw that in the ninth season before the flood. And we also heard him play Beethoven's Fifth Symphony on his guitar. So, and there was another little reference that he had an order sign hanging on the TARDIS because he had the TARDIS in his office. and it appeared to be similar to the sign the second Doctor hung on the TARDIS's exterior in the 1966 serial The War Machine. Oh, excuse me. I believe that would have been the first Doctor, not the second Doctor. Yes, I am wrong about that. It is the first Doctor. So, all in all, really good episode. Love the Easter eggs. But let's get back to the trailer that ended right after the episode. It is clips and bits of what we're going to see coming up this season. And I think one of the things that's got me excited is not only are we seeing the return of the Ice Warriors, the classic Cybermen. Of course, we're getting Missy. Michelle Gomez returning as Missy, but we're getting John Sims as the Master. So that's going to be an awesome thing to see. But it was just broke out earlier this week. It was just announced that we have a tidbit of what's going to be happening in the Christmas special. And this was a big announcement. And if you're a true Doctor Who fan, this is, I mean, to me, this is really huge that for the first time, well, no, actually, it's the second time. The reason why I say it's the second time is because there was a little mini episode that didn't air. It's available on the web. That the 10th Doctor, David Tennant, did with Peter Davison. It's called Time Crash. And that was the first time that a classic Doctor was seen on screen with with one of the current era Doctors. However, that's all going to change with the 2017 Christmas special. I'm sorry, forgive me, because I'm just super psyched about this. What's going to happen is that they have announced that David Bradley, who played Solomon in the episode Dinosaurs on a Ship, that was during the 7th season of the Matt Smith's reign as the 11th Doctor. He's played several characters. He's well known for playing Arcus Finch in the Harry Potter films, Walter Frey in Game of Thrones. He played William Hartnell in the Doctor Who drama Adventure Time and Space, which was a dramatic representation of William Hartnell's tenure as the first Doctor. Well, it's been announced that he will be returning to the Doctor Who franchise, but he will actually be playing the first incarnation of the Doctor. So basically, we will see on screen the 12th and first Doctor together on screen. And this is kind of an Easter egg in itself, because the 12th Doctor is really the first incarnation in the Doctor's second regeneration cycle. And the first Doctor, of course, was the first incarnation of the Doctor. So that's kind of a unique thing. And we're all speculating that the 12th Doctor will meet his end at the hands of the classic Cybermen. And that's how the first Doctor met his end, was at the after defeating the Cybermen. He basically was so weak he collapsed and then regenerated into the second Doctor. It was called Renewal at that time. So I'm super psyched for the 6th season of Doctor Who. Got a lot of good stuff coming up, and hopefully things will just keep getting better and better. But for this episode, I give it a 7. Now, I will say this: I did watch Class, which aired right after Doctor Who on BBC America, and it was hard. It was hard to follow. It was just at times dragging. I thought some of the characters were just not there or unappealing. Specifically, the two characters I have to say that just didn't appeal to me whatsoever, and you would think they would be the most interesting ones. Charlie Smith, the alien rodent, the last of his species, who was the prince of his people, and Miss Andrea Quill, Andreth, who was a Quill, species, last of her species, who was enemies of the rodents. I just found her really annoying. It's like she was trying to be a female version of the Doctor, and it was just poorly done. I had no vestation in any of it, and it just didn't. It really didn't even, to me, pick up until the Doctor actually showed up and took over defending the school and defeating the Shadow King. So I'm going to try watching the second episode. I'm not going to do reviews on them, but to me, the series doesn't appeal to me. I know that they've done successful ones like with Torchwood as a spinoff of Doctor Who and the Sarah Jane Smith Adventures, and that's different because Sarah Jane Smith was already a well-established character and a beloved character by any means whatsoever. And one of the lead characters of Torchwood was, of course, Jack Harkins, played by John Barrowman, and that was one of the most. He was a very loved character out of the new era, especially coming out of the Christopher Eccleston's only season as the Doctor. So, anyway, tomorrow night it is the second episode in the 10th season of Doctor Who. Smile. I will be watching it. Can't wait for it. Anyway. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to go back and watch my other videos on the Geek This Week channel. There's several panels from Pensacon and 2016, 2017. I'm posting them as I can get them up. I have the Doctor Who panel with Peter Davison and Terry Morale, Davros. He played Davros during Davidson's run of the Doctor and Baker's. So check that out. Also, I will be posting here shortly the 2017 Doctor Who panel. That is with Sylvester McCoy, the 7th Doctor, and his companion, Sophie Aldridge, Ace. So be sure to check that out. Plus, there's other panels. If you like Stranger Things, I will be posting a Stranger Things panel that took place this past February at Pensacon 2017, and much, much more. So please check out those videos. Like this video, leave a comment. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will be back. I should have it Sunday, the review of Smile, up and posted. So thank you so much for watching, and please, again, leave a like and comment and check out all the other videos on the channel.